who saw the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam with his eyes in the state of Iman, and he's died upon Iman when visiting and viewing the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and sitting with them, the Ashara Mubashara, then the Muslims who attended the war of Badr, then the Muslims who attended the war of Uhud. Like this, the tarteeb of the Sahaba, this is how we do. And then there is a clear difference that those who accepted Islam before the conquest of Makkah and the ones who accepted Islam after the conquest of Makkah, these two, they are in two groups. वो मुसलमान जो फतेह मक्के से पहले इस्लाम लाए, वो मुसलमान जो फतेह मक्के से पहले इस्लाम लाए, वो सहाबा में से अफजल, the greatest, who accepted Islam before the conquest, सहाबा में से अफजल, the greatest, who accepted Islam before the conquest of Makkah, and the one who accepted Islam after the conquest of Makkah, their rank is slightly lower. उनका कम. I mentioned it yesterday, and I'll mention it again, that a Sahabi is that individual who is more greater than all of this ummah. Sari ummah se afzal hai. He is more greater than Data Ali Hujwairi Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi. His great name. He's a Sahabi, a companion of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is far greater than Hudur Ghaus Pak Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani. A Sahabi is more greater than all of the Tabi'een, the ones who saw the companions. Now the greatest of all of the companion is Uwais Qarani. Raziyallahu ta'ala anhu was in the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he did not get to see the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Aapko आप ज़ियारत से मुशर्रफ नहीं हुए, मगर a Sahabi is afzal and greater than Uwais Qarni Raziyallahu ta'ala anhu as well. So this is the tarteeb of the Sahaba Ikram I wanted to mention. Now coming to Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. Abu Bakr, we all heard of this name, but this is not his actual name. ये उनका असल नाम नहीं है. Abu Bakr is his kunya, his name given to him, which means the first of all first people. Abu Bakr, this is what it means. Abu Bakr, पहलों में से सबसे पहला. Now, his actual name is Abdullah. उनका नाम, his actual name is Abdullah. He was given titles by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. आपको कई नामों से नवाजा गया. For example, his name Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. Yeah, as-Siddiq. This title was given to him by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Aap alayhi salatu wasalam ne khud ata kiya. He gave him this name. What happened? When he sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he returned from the Mi'raj, jab aap Mi'raj se wapas tashrif laye, and he told the kuffar of Makkah that I've traveled from Masjid al-Haram to Masjid al-Aqsa in the space of one night, and what happened? The kuffar of Makkah, they did a mockery of this. Abu Jahl, he comes to Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. He said, your friend is saying that he went from Masjid al-Haram to Masjid al-Aqsa in the space of one night. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, he said, I believe in this. He's not told me, but I still believe in this. And if he was to say that I have been beyond the seventh sky, and I will also believe this. मैं अगर तुम ये कहो कि मेरे महबूब सातों आसमानों से आगे भी गए, तो मैं इसको भी मानने के लिए तैयार हूँ. Upon this, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Yeah, O Bakr, you are Siddiq, such bolne wala." And then he gave him the title Atiq, meaning you are free from the fire of hell. Anta atiqum min an-nar, you are free from the fire of hell. These are the titles given to Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radhiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Now, another thing, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radhiyallahu ta'ala anhu is that individual that wherever the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam went, he was with him. आप जहाँ जाते साथ में अबू बकर सिद्दीक होते, साथ में फारूक आजम or Uthman or Ali. These four were around the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam wherever the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam went. जहाँ भी आप अलैहि सलाम जाते ये चार आपके इर्द गिर्द होते. These four, they were the closest to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this hadith from Sahih Bukhari عن أنس بن مالك رضي الله تعالى عنه قال أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم Anas bin Malik said the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم صعد أحد. He sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he climbed the mountain of Uhud. وأبو بكر وعمر وعثمان, and with him were Abu Bakr, Umar and Uthman. These four with the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam. فَرَجِفَ بِهِمْ. They all cried. What happened? فَرَجِفَ بِهِمْ. Uhud, the mountain of Uhud started to tremble, shake. As we would say, there was an earthquake in the mountain of Uhud. Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam spoke. He said, فَقَالْ أُثْبَتْ أُحُدْ. O Uhud, be calm. ثابت हो गया. فإنما عليك نبي وصديق وشهيدان. Indeed, there is one Nabi upon you, one Siddiq upon you, and two Shaheed upon you. तेरे ऊपर एक नबी है, एक सिद्दीक है और दो शहीद हैं. This is the sign that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has knowledge of the unseen. आप अलैहि सलातु वसलाम को रब ने गैब की खबरें अता फरमाई. How do we know that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has knowledge of the unseen? It's because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has just said, Shaheedan, two shaheed upon you, ya Uhud. So the question is, if the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not have knowledge of the unseen, then why would he say Shaheedan? That there are two martyrs upon you, something that is going to happen in the future, that they will be killed for Islam. आपको ये कैसे खबर हुई कि उमर और उस्मान आगे जाके शहीद होंगे? This is proof that he sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Allah gave him knowledge of the unseen. रब ने आपको गैब की खबरें अता फरमाई. He was given this knowledge by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then he was given this name Atiq, like I just mentioned. How was he given this name Atiq? Abu Bakr. What happened? He freed Bilal. आपने बिलाल हबशी रज़ियल्लाहु ताला अन्हु को आजाद किया. And not just him, he freed another. They say there's around 40 companions that he freed. So the hadith is, عن ابن مسعود أن أبا بكر رضي الله تعالى عنه اشترى بلالا. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, he bought Bilal. And then what happened? من أمية بن خلف ببردة وعشرا. That he bought Bilal by paying he gave a shawl, and he also gave 10 dirham. 10 dirham थे और आगे एक चादर भी दी. فأعتقه لله. And then he freed him. He freed Bilal for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then what happened? فأنزل الله والليل إذا يغشى. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, upon this he revealed وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَغْشَى. आदि सूरत रब ने अपने प्यारे अबू बकर सिद्दीक की शान में नाज़िल फरमाया. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed half a surah वَاللَّيْل, just in the praise of Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. बस आपकी फजीलत में रब ने आदि सूरत नाज़िल फरमाई. And in this surah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses the word وَسَيُجَنَّبُهَا الْأَتْقَى, कि हम उसे बजरूर दूर रखेंगे. We will keep him away from the fire of hell. And he, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, I'm coming to my topic now. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq is the greatest of all the Sahaba. Sare Sahaba may say he is the greatest. You've got people that say Abu Bakr as-Siddiq is not the greatest. Now, I've got मैंने अपने सामने I bought Sahih Bukhari with me, printed by Darul Kutub al-Ilmiya. This Sahih Bukhari में आज मैं लेके आया अपने साथ to show you. Now, Hadith number 1. Why is Abu Bakr as-Siddiq so important? He is the first free male to accept Islam. सबसे पहले आजाद मर्द जिसने इस्लाम कबूल किया वो बकर सिद्दीक की जात है. The first person to ever accept Islam was the wife of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam of the Khadija. She was the first woman and the first person to accept Islam. Then the first child to accept Islam was Mawla Ali raziyallahu ta'ala anhu. He, Ali raziyallahu ta'ala anhu, we call him Sher Khuda. He is the lion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is such a person that if you want to know if someone is a hypocrite, you जानना हो ना कि बंदा मुनाफिक है कि नहीं. अली का नाम लेने पता चल जाए कि बंदा मुनाफिक है या मुसलमान है. This is Ali for you. और अली वो है सुभानअल्लाह, अली के नाम के अंदर करंट है. Ali is such a person that you mention his name, a person gets life inside him. This is Ali raziyallahu ta'ala anhu. Now Mawla Ali raziyallahu ta'ala anhu. अब बंदा के हम अली के मानने वाला ना, we all accept Ali. अब अली की बात सुने. Listen to Ali. What does Ali say? Now ये hadith from Sahih Bukhari, hadith number 3671. मैंने कहा 3671 from Sahih Bukhari. حديث है حدثنا محمد بن كثير أخبرنا سفيان حدثنا جامع بن أبي راشد حدثنا أبو يعلى عن محمد بن حنيفة. محمد بن حنفية, I said that wrong, محمد بن حنفية. He is the son of Mawla Ali. Mawla Ali के बेटे हैं. He said قلت لأبي, محمد بن حنفية कहते हैं मैंने अपने वालिद यानी मौला अली से पूछा. I asked my father, क्या अय्युन नासी खैरुन बाद रसूलिल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु ताला अलैहि वसल्लम, who is the greatest of all people after the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. आप अलैहि सलातो सलाम के बाद सबसे अफजल कौन? मौला अली से, मौला अली रज़ी अल्लाह ताला अन्हु से फरमाते हैं काल अबू बकर सिद्दीक. He said Abu Bakr. Mawla Ali कहते हैं that the greatest of all humans after the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is Abu Bakr. قلت Muhammad bin Hanfiya says ثم من? Ali मुझे बताएं who's after Abu Bakr? Abu Bakr के बाद कौन सबसे अफजल? قال मौला अली says ثم उमर. कहते मेरे दिल में बात आई कि शायद बाप मौला अली उस्मान का नाम लेंगे. He was mentioned Usman. قلت ثم मोहम्मद बिन हनफिया से मैंने कहा अब्बा जान आप हैं, are you the greatest after Umar, Abu Bakr and Umar? قال मौला अली से ما أنا إلا رجل من المسلمين, मैं तो मुसलमानों में से एक मुसलमान हूँ. I am just one of the Muslims. This is what I am. Meaning he's trying to say that Abu Bakr and Umar, these two are the greatest of all Muslims after the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. सबसे अफजल अबू बकर सिद्दीक की जात है. Then Umar, then Uthman, then Ali. We as a Muslim and as Sunni Muslim, हमें चाहिए कि हम ये तरतीब याद रखें. Remember this तरतीब. Then आगे सुनिए. Abu Bakr, why is he so important? And I mentioned he was the first Muslim male. And over here, hadith from Sahih Bukhari again, मेरे हाथ में 3660. قال سمعت عمار يقول, he said رأيت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Ammar bin Yasir, he said, I was with the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam and I saw إلا خمسة عبد وامرأتان وأبو بكر. मैंने 5 औरतें देखी. I saw 5 male, 5 women, 5 slaves with him. And then 2 female slaves with him, and I saw Abu Bakr with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. ये मैंने देखे. Now we all are learning from here that Abu Bakr is the greatest. फिर आगे एक और हदीस from Abdullah bin Umar. This hadith is from 3655. He said, Abdullah bin Umar, he said, كنا نخير بين الناس في زمن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. हम हुजूर के ज़माने में we would say who is the greatest, we would say in the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam فنخير أبا بكر, we would say Abu Bakr is the greatest, ثم Umar, and then we would say Umar is the greatest after all of the companions. Abdullah bin Umar. अब आगे if someone आजकल लोग जमाना इतना बुरा आ चुका है कि हदीस सुनाए, हदीस को भी नहीं मानते। अब आगे anyone, अब ये I'm going to hit the nail on the head now. Who's heard of Pir Meher Ali Shah Sahab? नाम सुना ना, पीर मेहर अली शाह साहब। ओके, जैसे मैं लास्ट हवाला लैंड है, पीर मेहर अली शाह साहब रहमतुल्लाह ताला अलैह, सैयदों के सरदार। ओके, वो जिन्होंने कादियानी मिर्जा गुलाम अहमद कादियानी के मौत कराई इन लाहौर शाही किले के सामने। आपने मिर्जा को कहा कि तू भी आ, मैं भी आता हूं, मैं भी बोलता हूं, देखते हैं कलम किसका चलता है, तेरा कलम चलता है या मेरा कलम चलता है। Fateh Qadiani, this is my aunt, I've got my father's book. Whoever wants to read upon this mawzu, that the afzaliyat of Abu Bakr Siddiq, the greatness of Abu Bakr Siddiq, Imam Wali Sahib ki kitab. Read this book and you'll find. Nowhere here, he brings the narration of Pir Meher Ali Shah Sahib, rahmatullahi ta'ala alayh. Pir Meher Ali Shah Sahib ne farmaya कि जो भी आदमी who says Ali is greater than Abu Bakr and Umar, Pir Meher Ali Shah Sahib now, आपने फरमाया जो भी आदमी ये कहे कि अली अबू बकर उमर से अफजल है, वो सुन्नी नहीं। He's not a Sunni Muslim, मुसलमान है, we call him a Muslim, but we will not call him a Sunni. Sunni Musliman, I'm making he's a bid'ati, he's an innovator, he's got nothing to do with the Sunni Muslim. This is Pir Meher Ali Shah Sahib. अब किसी को तकलीफ है तो फतवा पहले थे लाओ, फतवा यहाँ पहले लगाए, फिर पता लगेगा कि बंदे तो पुत्र है कि नहीं। मगर हम ये कह रहे हैं that we need to keep our अकीदा correct, अपना अकीदा दुरुस्त रखें। अल्लाह हमें अकायद अहले सुन्नत अपनाने की तौफीक नसीब फरमाए, that we stay with the Sunni Muslims, we are able to learn the अकायद of the Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah। अल्लाह हमें पढ़ने पढ़ाने की तौफीक नसीब फरमाए। वाफ़द अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह रब्बिल आलमीन।
टोपी।
अल्लाहु अकबर, अल्लाहु अकबर, अल्लाहु अकबर, अल्लाहु अकबर। अशहदु अन ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह, अशहदु अन ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह, अशहदु अन्ना मुहम्मदर रसूलुल्लाह, अशहदु अन्ना मुहम्मदर रसूलुल्लाह। हय्या अला सलाह, हय्या अला सलाह, हय्या अला फलाह, हय्या अला फलाह। अल्लाहु अकबर, अल्लाहु अकबर, ला